What's up? I'm here with my friend Josh, and we are going to do a few tests on some carbonation levels. I made a hydromel. Do you know what a hydromel is?
I do not.
Okay. Hydromel is a mead that is like lower percent. So most people think of mead as like kind of wine strength, so like 10+%. Hydromel is usually carbonated, much lower percent. These are 6.5%.
Nice.
And it's a really plain one. It's just honey, water, yeast, and I used lehua blossom honey, which comes from Hawaii. I have a bunch of bottles over here, and I carbonated them to different levels. So I have a few bottles that are at 1.5 volumes, 2.5 volumes, 4.0, and 5.5. Typically, beers are around like 2.5. And champagnes are like 6+. I didn't trust these bottles enough to go that high. I did open one of the 5.5s, and it's extremely carbonated, so I know this test is ready to go. And you want to start with the 1.5s? Just see what an undercarbonated mead tastes like.
So it's a base level. This is our starting point.
This is our starting point. And the whole goal of this is I made 1.5 gallons of this. This is half a gallon. I know I'm like gesturing to something you can't see at all, but there's a half gallon used in this test, and then I have 1 gallon alone, and whatever the results of this come out to be.
And this is a blind taste test.
Well, I mean, these are all the same, pretty much.
The carbonation's the same.
No. The only thing different is the carbonation in this first.
I got you.
We're kind of doing 2 rounds of tests. The second round is I carbonated with different ingredients. So this is all with table sugar.
Okay.
Do you know how bottle carbonation works?
You add the sugars after the fermentation process, and that creates the leftover yeast eats that?
Yeah.
And then that creates the carbonation.
Yes. So there's a little bit of fermentation that happens inside in a sealed bottle, and that keeps the carbonation in.
You learn these things when you watch his videos.
Thank you. So this 1.5 is not very bubbly. So this is below the level of most beers. It did hiss a little bit. I probably should have mentioned that. I'm not sure how well that will pick up.
I can see the carbonation when you crack the bottle. I can see a light carbonation coming up the edge of the bottle, the neck of the bottle there.
Yeah, but not a lot of bubbles on the rim. And let's give it a taste. That's not enough carbonation for me.
Very, very light all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Light in flavor, light in carbonation. I wouldn't say it's flat.
No, it has a tingliness,
but it's definitely. It's not bad. It's like if you wanted to rehydrate with mead. This might be your rehydration mead.
That is one of the points of making one of these is so that like you have it while you're mowing the lawn.
You're on
the beach.
You're on a hike.
You
fill your backpack flask.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people do bring beers on hikes. That was always baffling to me.
Yeah, but
the whole going on hikes part, not the bringing beer.
Fall off a cliff with some good mead, right?
Let's just go up the chain. 2.5. This is beers range. I want to say from like 1.8 to like 2.7, depending on the style. Like stouts and like heavier, darker beers tend to be lower because they just have like that smoothness to them. I don't know if Guinness fits in that conversation at all because that's like nitro carbonated.
It's the carbonation. Well, the carbonation and the alcohol level in the Guinness is a lot lower than people think.
Carbonation is extremely low in Guinness.
Yeah, and the alcohol content, I want to say, is like a 3.5, 4.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a really low. It's a lot lower than.
I don't know much about beer.
I used to sell beer, so yeah, that was one of the things. Is Guinness is people
think it's like big, strong beer.
Yeah, it's in Park. You think heavy, strong.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
So
it just means it was made with
your friends that are all jacked up on 1 can of Guinness or 2 cans of Guinness. It's like they're drunk on near beer.
So this at 6.5% has more. There's more alcohol in this 6-ounce bottle than there's in a can of Guinness.
It's a little cloudy. on the bottom? Is that?
Oh yeah, so when you bottle carbonate, that's another thing to mention. So yeast, when they like become inactive, they fall. Yeast, when they are activating, they multiply. So when you have sugar in there and like not a strong enough yeast colony, they'll start multiplying, making a cloud, enough to ferment, and then they'll drop to the bottom. So that is one of the downsides of bottle carbonating, is you will always have a trickle of sediment at the bottom.
Does that sediment, if it gets in your glass, carry any flavor?
It can be a little bit bitter, a little bit harsher than the rest of the flavor. Typically, you can either like swirl it up to like distribute it evenly across the whole thing, or you can just be careful not to pour it out. I kind of like it. Not necessarily more than like the clear part of it, but like, I don't know, just a little bit of variety in your drink. You know, the last gulp has a little bite to it.
Little something.
Yeah. So this is about the strength of a regular beer. In carbonation, not in alcohol.
Oh, good little. Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
there you go. That's what a beer does when you open it, right?
Yeah.
That looks familiar.
Yeah, that looks like.
That actually looks a little lighter than.
It looks like a light beer. Like when you crack a light beer. There's very few.
The camera's getting that pretty good.
Yeah, there's very few beers on the market that are in a clear bottle.
Right, because skunking.
Yes, sunlight and oxygen kill beer.
Yes.
And so I think your bottom of the barrel beers, we won't name any names, Miller High Life, might be.
Is that a clear bottle?
Miller High Life comes in.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah. That's one of the very few that I know of. But
I know it's at least in mead making, it's usually said like if you hop your meads, because some people do. I would like to try one, like not to put it in a clear bottle, because it's the sunlight reacting with hops is a major source of that.
No, but that looks fantastic because you're getting your I don't know the technical term, but
your rim.
Rim of
you're getting your rims done.
Right? Yeah. Well,
sorry.
That's what this is gonna be.
I'm so professional. It's just by myself. All right. Is that enough?
Yeah, I just need.
All right.
Are you getting? Are you getting the small cup? I just want to make sure that that's not
interfering.
Yeah. Smell a your cup and see if you smell anything.
Here, actually smell the bottle without the cup.
Yeah. I kind of feel like no, it's this. It's
the mead?
Yeah. It's
okay. Tastes like plastic?
No.
Okay.
What's that burning smell?
Yeah, it smells like ass.
That's me.
No, I didn't put that much effort into this. So actually, like, how do you like this taste? I guess after you try this one, because this is, I feel like this is what most people put their carbonation level to. So this is probably a very typical hydromel session strength mead.
That's what I would expect from most of alcohols carbonated. It's carbonated less than a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I would say right about that champagne level. You know, as you drink, you can feel the carbonation between your tongue and the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Could not feel that with the first one.
All right, this may or may not make it into the final, but I'm back. My camera turns off in intervals, so I don't know how much was left out yet. We will find out.
When you hit that like and subscribe button, he can get better equipment that does not time out.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. That's what they all say, right?
They do.
Okay.
I don't think I've said like or subscribe in any video so far.
Well, I'm just going to blow it for you.
Okay, we were talking about the 2.5 volumes of carbonation mead. I don't know, that's good.
I keep drinking it. I am pacing myself.
That's a good sign that you keep drinking it.
I'm a drive, I got to drive out of here. And so I'm very careful about that, which you should be too. And so I'm trying to take it easy, but
yeah, push that one away.
I keep picking it up.
Here, you can go home with one of those.
Oh, thank you.
2.5. I didn't know how much we were going to need to test. I made a bottle for each of us. for each.
Oh,
one.
jeez. I mean,
I didn't know. I've never run a trial before.
if you got a spare bedroom, I mean, that might be.
You can sleep in the Mead room.
Truck. I'll bring the camper next time.
So this one is 4 levels of carbonation, which I
Almost double.
yeah.
Okay.
This is typical of like soda, like really bubbly soda.
Like a 7-Up or Sprite.
Yeah, should be in theory if everything carbonated right. Let me put this in the under view of everything, and maybe get closer to the mic.
Oh, I love it when. Look at that.
That's really carbonated.
I love it when the carbonation instantly goes, bam.
Oh,
And to me visually, that's very
that's-
opinion.
oh.
That is.
I like that.
So,
That's
and we're
mesmerizing.
getting up to how.
Yeah, we have a 5.5 to open also.
I have to stand back for that one.
Well, let me pour this before it loses it all.
Yeah, this is.
I'll try to preserve it in there.
We have to come up with a good toast. Maybe something we say every time we clink a glass.
Is there a glass though?
Or a plastic.
Clink.
Did you do the same thing I did? Go for
Like,
the
yeah,
drink?
like toast and then smell.
Went through the nose. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, does it smell like the other ones? It smells pretty similar. Maybe a little brighter.
So, I wonder what I might.
Maybe
Is they
it's more
slightly
sugar.
smelling in the first ones? Well, let me pull one here.
That's a 2.5, right? Or is that the
This
one?
is the one.
Okay. Or 1.5?
This is
I didn't know if I could go as low as 1.
this one. The first one, as I feel like
That smells flat to me.
maybe
Like
that's
not carbonation flat, but like I didn't really balance these at all. Usually I put some like citric acid or malic acid or some kind of acid to like elevate it. I didn't do any balancing on these.
I like that.
The 4?
Yeah,
You trying it without me? While I'm smelling the number 1?
I thought you. Okay, well, clink.
Clink again. Oh, that's so much better. I love carbonation though.
Me
I'm a
too.
carbonation fiend.
I like that.
I like
the
this
carbonation.
I like this more than 2.5. But most beers aren't carbonated enough for me. I also don't drink a lot of beers. They're probably carbonated perfectly for their style. But I like mead a little more carbonated than beer.
And what was the alcohol level on these ones?
6.5.
6.5.
This is a little bit sharper too. You can taste a little more alcohol on it. Because this actually is probably more than 6.5 because of the sugar added to carbonate it to that level.
What I like about it, it's not dry. I don't like really dry. I don't feel like it's.
Oh,
really
I should have
dry.
said I did add a little bit of erythritol.
Which does what?
Sweetens it.
Sweetens it. Okay.
It's a sugar substitute. I didn't use very much, just enough to not make it bone dry. I drank the whole thing again.
I'll tell you what. And it's not that I don't want to. Like, I really want to. These are really.
Yeah, the 4.4, 4.0 for you too.
Jesus, man.
So
Christmas. More like New Year's.
yeah, 5.5.
Let's do it.
Paper
So-
towels.
Good prep. So this
don't know.
should be more of a.
This is like champagne level. Champagne is ridiculously carbonated.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess when I was saying champagne before,
You're talking about like light and bubbly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you were talking about.
I guess
but
like
just in case, and by just in case, I mean like when it inevitably happens. Shall we?
I'll hold.
Okay. Oh no.
Holy smoke! Look at all that carbonation.
Huh. Nothing.
Still want to taste it?
Yeah, of course. Oh, that sucks because I only have one of those. Because it was a 5.5 that I opened earlier to make sure that it had carbonated enough to run the test, and that one did.
Well,
and so this one doesn't?
Not at all. But you can see. So is that just the sugar didn't react? Or could that be from a possible like loose cap?
It depends on how sweet this tastes. It should be quite sweet if the yeast just didn't take, if it just ignored it.
Oh, it didn't touch it.
No. Yeah, that's sweet and weird.
It's almost syrupy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay, dud. That's okay though.
That's fun. Okay.
Because we learned something.
I like 4 anyway. Like I don't know if I'd like it all the way at 5.5.
No. Yeah.
I really wish that would work though, because shame. I actually recently got kegging equipment, so while I'm running this bottle conditioning test, this is probably gonna be one of the last times I ever bottle condition, because set the PSI in the keg and
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah. So you don't have to worry about that happening. But I wanted to kind of, those are probably all in the shot.
Don't worry about us. We don't have a problem.
I just wanted to kind of make a guide with like notes for like anyone who's never bottle conditioned before, like what each one kind of tastes like. I think 1.5 is, if you have really heavy flavors, could be good, not in the traditional. I think 2.5 is a good safe zone that would probably work well with anything, but I really think 4.5 or 4.0 shows off like a really bright, fresh.
Out of all those, I agree with the 4.5 being like
That one was 4.0. I keep saying 4.5. Sorry.
4.0 is about my favorite level. Like you, I do like heavy carbonation, but it works. It very much works on the lower level too.
Yeah, like even just a little bit of sugar in there,
Right.
just brightens it up just a little bit.
Yeah. This you said this was a base mead.
Yeah, this is just honey.
No flavor, just honey, just your run of the mill mead. This was just for carbonation testing. That is a damn good base mead.
I was gonna ask, how do you like the taste, just like overall out of all of them? Just like
It's not super sweet. It's not like a Riesling sweet, which to me is too sweet. Like my wife loves Rieslings, Moscatos, and things like that.
I have a Riesling pie mint. I'll send you home with a bottle.
Oh, okay. See, more Christmas. But like me, I like it. I don't like it on the super dry end, but I also this is really good.
I like semi-sweet and like off-dry ciders are like my favorite drinks. So really bubbly with a little bit of sweetness is like my zone, and I really like these. I think it could use a touch more acidity. Just
Now would you
some
do
like
that?
sharpness.
What would you do with that?
Just put in some citric acid. So this next part, taste matters a little bit more. Those all tasted the same. They're all the same exact thing. The only thing different is that I measured different amounts of sugar into each bottle and then capped it. These ones, instead of measuring out sugar, I measured out different types of sugar. I wasn't sure how to run this part, if we want to do it blind or you just want to know what's in it. And
No, let's run it blind, because if
Run
we
it
run it
blind,
blind, then I won't be able to have any bias.
so I'll have you run it blind.
You will know.
Like I'll know.
Right,
what it
right,
is. So these are all, in theory, the 2.5 carbonation. That's the measurement that I used. So these are all the same level, but a different sugar was used. Do you want to know all of them up front
No.
and then guess? Oh no, you just want to completely blend? Not like before you taste it, but
Well-
I can give you all 5 and then pick at random. Which
Now, I don't want people thinking that I have a fantastic palate. That's not why I'm here. So I could be way off base with some of these. That's why I don't want to know.
you don't even want to know even close to what they are.
Right.
Okay. You don't want multiple choice, basically.
Actually, what do you think?
I think knowing what is possible is probably a good idea.
Okay, let's do that, Blade.
So I have one with orange blossom honey as the sugar source. I have one with agave nectar as the sugar source. I have one with brown sugar, one with meadow foam honey, and one with maple syrup.
Okay. Well, those are all very, besides the 2 different honeys,
That you don't know about much.
those should be all really distinct.
They should be. But the thing is, the yeast has eaten the sugar in those distinct things and in order to carbonate it. So it might have lost some of that property. Also, measuring the amount of honey it takes to carbonate a 6-ounce bottle is hell. It is such a minuscule amount.
Right.
So this is also to see, is it worth it? Should I use honey or should I just go with table sugar? So you want me to just pick one at random? And
Yeah. We definitely don't want to go through the order because then I'll know what's what. And I'm not even going to look at the caps.
Yeah, they are.
I know you mark the caps.
Okay. So I'll put it in the I'll put it on screen what this is. Also, hopefully they all worked. I can already smell the ingredient on this.
Is it? I'll spell on that.
Yeah.
Better make sure your caps go in order. Thank you.
Maybe I can't. Maybe it was placebo.
See, that's why I didn't want to.
Yep. I'll put my cell phone. Let's see if I can tell also. Do you smell anything different about that and the other one?
I really don't.
No?
Do you? Maybe
It's hard because I'm thinking about it too hard.
Maybe I should snort a cracker to cleanse my
my sinuses. Go for it.
I must be really bad at this.
No. There's the theory out there by a lot of people agree on it, is that the carbonation sugar doesn't matter. And I'm trying to prove that it does. But so far, I don't think I taste much difference.
I would say this would have to be. Oh, is this agave?
No,
it's not.
It's not. Do you want to know?
It's the other sugars. What was the other sugar source?
There was brown sugar was the other one.
Brown sugar?
It's brown sugar.
Okay.
But I don't get anything molassesy out of it either. Maybe a little bit, but not enough to say.
When you first cracked it and you go, I can tell right away. And I caught what I thought might have been a whiff. I almost thought it was like a mapley smell, sort of, slightly, but
yes.
That might have been my head. Was that what you caught when you
kind of it? Like when you open a bag of brown sugar, or like
right, yeah.
I was like, okay,
brown
yeah.
sugar.
It tastes drier to me too. Like the other one tastes fresher.
Yeah.
Like I actually think I would say don't do that.
I don't prefer it over the other ones.
I don't either.
I prefer those ones.
Brown sugar is more expensive by weight than table sugar, right?
And
yeah, so don't use brown sugar. I mean, maybe do whatever you want.
I mean, if you like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hate giving like absolute advice because like I feel like there is a use case for like a lot of things, but like if you think it's gonna make it taste like brown sugar, don't do it.
No.
All right, I'm picking another one at random.
Okay.
You probably I won't say anything. Let's just see it. 2.5 is not a bad carbonation level.
It's not.
It's I understand why it's standard.
It looks like a Miller High Life.
About the right color, right?
About the right color. A little bit lighter, and it's and the carbonation is pretty light. Not too heavy.
I feel like I should probably have like the other one side by side with it. I don't smell much different.
Odor-wise, they still all smell pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I was smelling earlier could have possibly been almost a figment of my imagination. Could be what I had for lunch still in my mustache too.
Taste it though. I think this one's a little more distinct. I think that has the character.
It does.
And I don't know if I love it. It's weird.
Is this the orange honey?
No.
Because it almost has a citrusy. To me, it has like almost like a citrusy flavor to it.
What's something that pairs well with citrus?
Oh, the agave?
It's agave. It has a funkiness, like a tang. It is like a citrus tang. Like I see where you're coming from.
Agave tequila has that same kind of tang.
Mm-hmm. I have an agave wine going right now.
So
I usually love it. I don't love it in this small of an amount when that's not what I was going for.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna say the agave does alter flavor.
I don't know if it's distinctly agave, but I do think it is like kind of funkier, tangier, tropical. So if that's what you're going for, go for it. I was actually worried that this wouldn't ferment though, because agave nectar is notoriously difficult to ferment and very slow fermenting. So
it's like a syrup.
Yeah, it's like an agave nectar, just from a jug. Yeah, I think it's like blue agave nectar, something like that. But yeah,
tequila.
Nice.
Tequila mead. Yeah, that one is a little
I think it has some character. I don't think it's like, it's not different enough where if I had one day and I had one the next day, that I think I'd really pick it up.
No, but
I do like
back
the same one,
like
but back to back is noticeable. Hopefully I wasn't too off camera with that. That was a very light hiss.
Very light carbonation, it looks like.
So we might be dealing with
well, like you said, different sugar sources are gonna carbonate at different rates.
If I use the same weight for everything, but I use like maple syrup has, for example, less. I guess I'll just compare table sugar and honey. Mm-hmm. Honey is about 79% of the sweetness of the sugar content that table sugar is, because that's pure sugar, 100%. So I used more honey than I would have sugar. So they should be at the same level, because the actual sugar content in it should be the same. The amount of fermentable should be the same. That is noticeable.
This has bite.
This is distinct. Because I know what this is. I'm very familiar with this flavor. And it has it.
That's the orange honey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely has that
I like
citrus. That's good. That has that citrusy head to it. And that citrusy bite. There's your acid.
Yeah.
That you were looking for.
That is true.
I think. That one's good. That's a nice summer.
That's my favorite so far.
You like...
And it doesn't taste less carbonated. Why did it bubble less? I don't know. Maybe I opened it more carefully.
Just a slow burn. Instead of the...
Oh, we have more to get through. I need to stop. Turn them down. I realized for the carbonation level ones, we didn't have to use a different cup for each time, because
it's all right.
But for the flavor ones, I feel like we should. I got a bunch of these, so
yeah, that can be real.
All right. I want to go with this one next. Oh, I opened that way off camera. It did the normal sizzle.
Aside from the last one, they've all had a real similar sizzle once you crack it.
Mm-hmm.
Carbonation looks about the same and all.
So, yeah, just about everything worked properly except for the freaking 5.5 one.
Maple.
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Man, I am bad at this.
You got one.
One. I was just going off smell. Smell.
I should have palate cleansed before that one. That's also distinct, though.
Yes. I think it's real similar to the first one.
To the just sugar?
No, to the orange.
Okay.
So this is another honey, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you notice?
The honeys are distinctively different than the sugars.
Do you notice anything like what flavor? Like the orange honey was like citrusy and bright. What would you call that one if you had to put like a flavor or just a tone to it? I'm putting you on the spot, but making sure it's not my placebo. That is
right. It's hard to put my finger on it and describe it. It's a lot livelier than the other ones. The flavor is in the front.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's like I'm not getting that back of the flavor.
I don't know if the honey that was fermented initially and the honey that was fermented at the end here are very complementary. So I will say that's my bad.
I think these are like the orange honey and this are extremely similar.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't.
So this is meadow foam honey, which has like distinct like vanilla marshmallow notes. But I paired it with a lehua tropical honey, where like that clashes a little bit. You can kind of taste it on there. I really like the orange blossom. One thing that I don't know why I didn't do is just use the same honey that was fermented initially to back sweeten. Not to back sweeten, but to bottle condition. These are completely different honey. It says like orange blossom and meadow foam, not lehua, which the whole thing is based on. Oh well.
So this last one is
You already know what this is.
maple.
Mm-hmm. So knowing that,
I want a pancake.
I was gonna say, are you gonna be like, oh yeah, it tastes like maple?
Nope, I'm gonna be completely honest.
You're gonna try.
In fact,
It's really hard to try.
I'm gonna
when you
close
don't.
my eyes to make sure it stays blind.
Okay, keep your eyes closed. I have an idea. The other one's fucking cloudy. All right, you can open your eyes.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
So we'll try this one first.
Not gonna lie, I don't even know what the other one is. I didn't do labels. Actually, it should be. Plus, that one's got some sediment in it.
Go on drinking, so I know it's not the maple.
Why did I say that? I was gonna say like so you won't be able to like okay,
But that's okay. But if you know what this one is, I feel like this is one of the like the citrusy ones, like the honey ones.
I just grabbed like I was gonna make you do a triangle test, which we probably should have actually for the rest of them, which is basically we pour one maple syrup and 2 orange blossom honey, and then we see if we can tell which one's different across multiple trials. But we didn't do that.
I don't taste any maple. I don't even smell it or taste it.
You probably never had like a dry fermented like Acer Glen or maple wine.
No.
Okay. It has a little bit of that like mouth drying character of it.
It does taste drier.
Tastes drier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little drier on the tongue. But
I could see a use case for that. But you're right. You're not going to get like really distinct maple notes out of that. But like if you wanted it to feel like a little more tannic or oaky without oaking it, I don't know. I think that would pair well with like apple flavors. Maybe. I don't know. I really like the orange blossom honey though.
I was gonna say, out of everything we've drank so far, I feel like the base sugar ones were good. I like those, and I like the honey carbonated ones.
Okay.
You can keep all the other sugars. Actually, the agave was not bad.
It was distinct. I don't know if I liked it though.
Yeah,
But if you're going for that,
right.
brown sugar, I couldn't taste anything. Like that did not taste any different than the other one to me.
No, they were all good. I think the one I like the least would be the brown sugar.
I could tell the
I
difference.
think that one I like the least, just because I don't like it real dry.
Okay.
The carbonation level I like the best is the 4.5 or the 4, and then the orange blossom I think is my favorite out of the flavor ones.
Okay. So out of the gallon I have left, you would carbonate it to 4.0 with orange blossom honey. You think those two combined would be
for a base
ideal?
mead? Base carbonated mead? Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'll do that then.
Well, that's in my entirely not professional opinion.
I mean, no, I agree though.
So as a person who doesn't drink a lot of meads, I enjoy mead. I've had meads in the past, but not a mead connoisseur. Like I haven't gone out and bought different bottles of different flavors and things like that. I think a person who is just starting to get into it, that is a fantastic starting point.
Okay. Well, I have a gallon of it left. That I'll grab my orange blossom honey and get bottled up. And hopefully it is as good as we hope as combining those two things.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for inviting me over to do this.
Yeah, of course.
It's been a lot of fun.
Next time, maybe I'll have more of a organizational method to this madness.
I think the chaos is what makes it fun.
Okay.
Right? It's very,
I want people to be able to watch this and like get something useful out of it on their like brewing journeys too, though.
Right.
But
we're having
just
a good time.
Yeah, just talking about like the different. I don't think the carbonation level was a surprise. That 1.5 was, oh, this isn't very carbonated, and 4 was like, yeah, this is very carbonated.
Right.
Like that's not any new information for anybody. This wasn't too hard to set up either. Like if you are also not sure if listening to us didn't help make any decisions for you, it's an easy enough test to set up. Just brew a gallon and a half of something that you want to make, and then just try it. I got these little 6-ounce bottles on Amazon. They're of course reusable as any good bottle is, and as you can see, they can hold carbonation. That was a pretty good test of it. I am sorry that the 5.5 didn't function at all. I'm actually really bummed about that because I had one that did. But maybe in the future I'll do a keg carbonated 5.5 and see if that's just too much. I don't know. And then I'll always have more recipe videos. Oh, that the very last video I posted, which I will put in one of these corners. I don't know where I'm pointing. It'll be probably up there. No, it'll be up there. Anyway, the mango habanero won first place at Valkyrie's Horn.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna mention that.
I was, especially because like. It's the same batch, even the batch that I made, like that exact stuff with the mangoes falling off the side is the one that won first place.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. That's awesome.
And with that, I'm going to sign off this video.
Thank you again.
I think that's all I got.
It was fun.
Do you have anything else to say? You got anything to plug?
I'm hoping I get invited back.
Oh, absolutely.
This was a good time.
Yeah, no, I'd love to do this again. Maybe when you have more time to drink like all 15 of these bottles in a row.
And I would too. We just start shotting.
Would we be able to get tasting notes out of it if you did that?
Well,
depends
on what kind of notes you want.
Whatever is helpful to them out there.
Do you like your notes slurred? Do you like them?
Does anybody like their notes slurred? Is that useful? Anyway, Yeah, you'll definitely be invited back. I got some meats for you to try.
Excellent.
But anyway, peace out.
Take care.